Whoa! See if this thing's working. Maybe it wasn't working while I was playing all the bad notes. Nope, it looks like it was definitely working while I played the bad notes. What's up, everybody? Let me know if you can see me. There's a hum, but it's working. Yeah, you're gonna hear it with the amp, unfortunately. That is an unavoidable hum. I don't know how to play that. I was guessing. So how's everyone doing? What's up from Southern Ohio? Yes, we hear that hum, but no rattle. Normal hum. Yeah, man, that just means it's working. Fortunately, the power in our house is it's just an old house and really bad wiring. The basement is actually old knob and tube wiring, and then our downstairs is still like two-prong plugins and all that kind of stuff. So we just roll with it. What's interesting, and which I was actually really worried about with the new studio. Hey everyone, with the new studio, I was really worried because I'm like, man, what if it's noisier? Because it was already noisy here. I had to run a gate and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, what if this place is like way noisier and I don't know how to control the sound. I don't have to change everything. No, it's like dead silent over there. I'm like, oh, it's so much. I don't even run a gate on anything anymore. Like, I don't know what the difference is, but the power over there is just nice and quiet, and over here it's nice and noisy. So yeah, I thought today, now we got a few people in here, we talk about what guitar's next, not just for me, for you guys too, because, there's always one more, right? And for me, it'll be a while before there's a new guitar in the official next column, but I have a few that I want to talk about, and maybe some of you own these and can tell me, what you think about them, what you like and dislike, and maybe if you guys have questions about some of the guitars that I have that you are looking into, I can answer those too. Look, there's a question already. Which model PRS is that? This is a PRS DGT, so it's a David Grissom signature guitar. I'm not when I got this guitar, I was not really, I had heard the name David Grissom, but I didn't know much about him, to be honest. I knew more about this guitar from a good friend of mine, Sean Tubbs. He's this amazing guitar player in Nashville. I'd seen his and I had played his and I really liked it. And once I got this guitar, maybe 2 years ago, maybe 1 year ago, I can't remember, 1 or 2 years ago, then I really dove into David's playing because I was like, man, I love the guitar. I should probably learn something about the guy who had so much to do with designing it. And he's an amazing guitar player. What's really funny is he likes to do a lot of I got this thing, I did a video on it a while back, the Billy Gibbons hack, about using the open strings with your... Sorry. That kind of thing. And David does that a ton, so... Thoughts on the orange Rockaverb 100? I've never played the 100. I own the Rockaverb 50, which is it's a really good amp. I have been thinking about selling it and getting something different, just to have something different. So we'll have to see. But I really love the reverb that's in an orange amp. I think that they have a really unique sounding reverb. I don't know if it has to do with their preamp section or whatever it is, but I always thought they had a really cool and unique sounding reverb. my favorite guitar. I'd say my three favorite guitars that I own would be my Strat. Then it's a tie for second place between my Esquire and my Les Paul, and this one. You know, this has quickly become one of my favorite guitars that I own. I certainly play it more than any of the others. So yeah, so I'll tell you one of the guitars that I'm really interested in is my I don't have one is a Firebird. Super interested. Never played one. Never even seen one in person. You know, I just think they look so cool. It's strictly like an aesthetic thing. I'm just like look at it, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Liking a guitar because of its looks, because when I see those Firebirds, it makes me want to play them. And I'm like, man, if it makes you want to play, then how can it be a bad thing? So who on here, who has a Firebird? Whether, I don't care if it's a Epiphone or a custom shop or a standard or, you know, Model 1, Model 6, whatever, or Model 6. There is no Model 6, is there? Was it Model 3? Just restock their Firebird models. Might be a good way to get the experience without spending a bill. Yeah, for real. That's a good point. Yeah, I was looking on Sweetwater because I wanted to get, I was like, well, maybe I could get one of like the normal Firebirds and do like their 6 easy pay or 3 easy pay. That's pretty much how I buy like all my stuff. It's just like, just use their payment plan options on stuff. But yeah, but they're like, they don't have them, and even on Gibson website it just says out of stock. So maybe they're not making normal Firebirds, because the only ones I could find on Sweetwater were they're like $7,000. So I'm like, well, I'm not getting one of those. So, and if you guys see me looking down here, it's just so I can see the chat. I have my computer over here. I'm not just some weirdo who's like afraid to look at the camera. Don't look at me. The Puras are expensive, but I have a custom SE and love it. Yeah, I mean, they are, I feel like they're just making some of the best guitars out there. You know, I think when you get into that tier, you're up there, you know, it's Sir, Tom Anderson, PRS. I feel like they're all, you know, that's whenever you're wanting a guitar that is just made perfect. You know, in every way, shape, or form. I feel like if you're wanting a Gibson, I've never had a custom shop, so I can't say. Maybe the custom shops are different. To me, like a Gibson, like a Les Paul or SG, that is more of a vibe. You know, like my SG, there was small details wrong with it, and you know, potential, not necessarily issues. There was nothing issues. It stays in tune really well, all that kind of stuff. But they have a certain vibe to them. Same with Fender. Although Fender is pretty dang good at like putting out a good guitar, but I've seen comments from any brand where they've had issues. MTBB say, congrats on your new studio. I know you're loving it, bud. Man, I love it so much. Hey, Bill! What guitar do you take when you travel? What is up, buddy? Bill, one of my like OG guitar students. Back when I was teaching, I don't do individual lessons anymore, but man, Bill, you were one of the original people taking lessons. Sorry, back to the studio, and then someone asked me, oh, you asked me what guitar I take when I travel. So I actually have a travel guitar somewhere. You know what? They're not in here right now. It's just that it's called an Any-Gig. So that one is just like you throw it in the car and travel with it. I've never really traveled with any of these guitars though. I traveled with my one Vola because I was doing Vola clinics, and it got all beat up. The volume knob ended up like coming off somehow. Like I think it just got rattled so much in shipping that the screw got loose and the volume knob came off, and it bounced around the case and dented it all up. So yeah, that's what happens. But yeah, I mean, I don't really travel too much anymore anyways, but Clevin's Gears, inspiring. Ooh, I haven't seen that. Someone said hi, Dad. That's not Mason. Or is it? Did he create another YouTube channel that I don't know about? What about Dean guitars? You know, I played a Dean Thoroughbred that was really nice many years ago. I haven't played too many Dean guitars though. Teach you something? Sure. What would you like to learn? Whoa. ZC said, do you have any Martin guitars, and what are your favorite acoustic guitar format? I do have a Martin. Yeah, that's my main acoustic guitar. So, can you guys see me? Said I lost connection there for a second. See me now? Okay. I think Gretsch guitars are really cool. I've actually never played a Gretsch. That's another one. I'd love a 6120. That would be a really cool guitar to get. Now, what did you say about your Martin? Oh, sorry. I'll say all the Martin stuff again. But yeah, I'd love to get a 6120 Gretsch. About the Martin, I love that. That's my favorite acoustic. It's an HD28 Martin, so it's very similar to a D28. The bracing is scalloped in it, so it is voiced a little bit different. It's basically a D28, still D28 size and all that kind of stuff, but I really like it. The only thing I had to do for recording purposes, it had 13s on it, and it was real big, boomy, and bassy, which is, that's what you're gonna get when you get a D28 guitar. I dropped it down to 12s to get rid of a little bit of that low end, and it just records perfect now. You have a Gretsch and you love it. That's awesome. Yeah, see, I almost bought it was a 6120 from Chicago Music Exchange, and I can't remember, it was a little bit ago. It was 2 or 3 years ago, and I felt like they had it priced a little bit high. And I got a hold of them. And I was like, hey, would you guys do this on it? And it was like coming down like $200 or $300, and they were like, no, they couldn't do that on it. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then, so I never. And then someone else ended up buying it, and then it came back in stock. And I think they messaged me or something. They're like, hey, that guitar's back. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Can you do it at this price? They're like, nope. I'm like, all right, cool. So, but I bought my 335 from CME, and they were great, super nice. I'd like to buy, another guitar from them just because the experience was really, really good. They're the best in spirit for Gretsch. Yeah, see, but it's got. I have some good sources that say if you're gonna get a Gretsch, you really want to get the Filtertron pickups, not the Magnetron. Megatron. That's a Transformer. What's happening? Yeah, I don't know. I think the internet might be getting funky on us. Oh, you know what? I did try a Gretsch. I forgot. I have that Gretsch baritone here that we gave away at Sweetwater. That thing was really cool. I think that one was a Jet. The New World Order states you can have as many guitars as you want, but you can only have one type of pickup. Whoa, what would you choose? Humbucker, single coils, P90s? I think instinctually I'd want like P90s over anything else, but I would end up going humbucker just because it would be the most versatile, because then I could still add a coil split on it. Wow, the sun is crazy. Can you see how bright it is all of a sudden? It got so dark and now it's so sunny. Hey, there's Ed! What's up, buddy? Ed was one of the winners of the recording setup giveaway. So I have not shipped that thing out yet either, by the way, man. I don't know how. I've never sent something to Brazil. So that is going to be, I went to the post office the other day and it was just like packed. I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't going to happen today. So it'll be a learning experience, sending something to Brazil. I've been doing lots of this learning stuff, sent stuff to Mexico. I got to find out where Diego is from. Mexico, Canada, UK, Australia, US. The US ones are my favorite because I know how to do this. From Verona, Italy. Wow. I'd love to go to Italy at some point. By the way, what is that red guitar in the back? That is a baritone guitar. It's probably very out of tune, but I'll grab it. Very dirty. Doesn't get used probably enough, but it gets used just enough, like every once in a while. I want the baritone thing. Split. It's weird to play this from going from a guitar because the frets are so much further apart. I always forget that this is. I must have gotten a tremolo with it, but I don't think I've ever put a tremolo on this thing. But yeah, cool. I like a lot of the Dano stuff because they make all of your funky guitars that just aren't your standard guitar. I mean, obviously a lot of people make baritones. But they're usually quite a bit cheaper than most of them. So it's like if you're just wanting that flavor and that vibe, but you don't want to, break the bank. I mean, check out the Dano stuff. They make so many cool guitars. I'd like to get one of their Resonator guitars. I feel like those would be really cool. I saw they make one in that like 59 body style. So maybe one day. It's never ending. Play something with the tribute. The tribute is not here. That's the problem. That is at the studio. Do I have any original music I put out? Yeah, I mean, like I get asked that a lot. I mean, there's tons of original music in my videos. Pretty much anytime you hear music in my videos, that's always my own music that I've written, whether I'm performing it in like the intros to my videos. Like if you watch the Les Paul giveaway video, that has a little intro song in it that I wrote. I saw lots of people asking like, what's the song you're playing in the beginning of the video? I'm like, oh, I wrote it for the video. Or any of the background music that you hear in my stuff, because with copyright, I can't, I try to be really careful when I'm using other people's stuff, so I just use my own music. But I do have an EP that I put out many years ago on iTunes and all that stuff You can see it if you click on the description of any of my videos and just scroll down. It says find my music here, and it's just something I did myself. Guitar for slide. I like it. Awesome. I did not know Harley Minton made those, Joe. Teach you something Zakk Wylde-ish. I need to tune this thing. Oh, my phone's up there. Actually, you know what? If we're doing Zakk Wylde, I should get the KM, because it wasn't that his main Les Paul was like a 70s, because that's why he always had maple necks on all of his signatures. Be more fitting. Sucker's not gonna go in tune, is it? Jesus, awful guitars, buddy. I know, right? Just the worst. Horrible. Okay, some Zakk stuff. I mean, there's so many cool Zakk things. There's that one. I can't remember the name of the riff. Take a daughter to the slaughter, maybe. But there's a Zakk riff to learn. It's almost like Cat Scratch Fever. So just walking up that little power chord, second fret on the D and G. This thing's not going to stay in tune. Neighbors here? Oh, the neighbors here are great. I know the Robo-Tuners. Yeah. But yeah, it's just walking up that second fret on the D and G, fourth fret, and then fifth fret. Okay. That's pretty much it. Hey, guitar man. Very good, Les Paul. Love the talent and looks, but always out of tune, for real. No, actually, this guitar is really good at staying in tune. I just haven't been playing it, so it's just been kind of sitting out open, and it hasn't been tuned. So that's the problem. I'd say that would be pretty much any guitar that sits for a while unplayed. Can we rap? Yeah. Getting the tone from a computer? No, it's an amp. I'm just playing through a super reverb. And then I have this, it's an LPD pedal, the 87 drive. Ever heard of Magnatone amps? I think I've heard that name before. I don't think I've ever played one though. Tangled in the web. Hey Arthur, what's cracking? pedals. I think I need to get one soon. They're really good, man. Like I said, I have the 87, and I like that a lot. And then, so this is the 87. How's that riff go? Anyways, this is the 87. And then here's the 68 drive, which is more like an overdrive classic rock. Confused there for a second. I got two different riffs. What's that Billy Squier riff? what's the Billy Squier one? You like the 68 better? Yeah, I like the 68 a lot. That's my favorite. Lonely as Night. Lonely as Night. Yeah. Something like that. I don't totally remember the riff. Oh, Arthur, thank you, man. So it's good to see you crushing it. Hey, my chops have come back tenfold. Yo, dude, that is so awesome to hear, buddy. I am glad. Playing is practicing. But yeah, thank you so much, Arthur. How much do you actually practice and not just play? Oh, I don't know. You know, I agree with Sean. You know, I think playing is practicing, but I also work on things. You know, I'm just kind of like working on. I was doing a lot of like legato stuff the other night, where I was just kind of simply practicing, going through. Something I saw Tom Quayle talk about, because he's incredible legato, was not anchoring your index finger down. So like a lot of times I would hold my finger down, and he picks his finger. When he travels across the strings, he'll pick his finger up. So I'm trying to get better at that. He does a better job explaining than I just did, but he has a cool video talking about that. But legato was never like my strongest thing. I don't really do like lots of those big legato lines in my playing, but you can definitely do that. Okay, any poison at all? I can't sing and play that rhythm. I always do. Yeah. Something, something, something. I don't remember the rest of it. Oh, what was it? Man. So basically, I was in a band and we covered a lot of Poison songs just for fun as like the hours, and we always just did Poison. And I don't know if we ever officially played "Look What the Cat Dragged In" live, but we practiced it, and we also did not Unskinny Bop. Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll, which is obviously their cover, but we did Fallen Angel, Every Rose Has Its Thorns, Talk Dirty to Me. Like I said, we had practiced Look What the Cat Dragged In, which is actually, I learned something, I learned so many things from these old CC DeVille solos, but, in that solo, you go, I do that all the time, and I 100% got that from CC DeVille, because it just sounds so cool. Just play your normal blues. You're just kind of going along. Just throw it in there. Sorry, I was going through these. When you formed the Robert Baker Band, I'm in if you need a rhythm guitar player. She did a lot of Kiss and Aerosmith lyrics. For sure. His signature. It's like in every solo. That little lick. Play any White Lion? That's all I know. That is the White Lion that I know. Hey Rob, what's your favorite guitar? My favorite guitar, we were just talking about that. I think my favorite guitar that I own is my Strat, because it was such a dream guitar for me. That's definitely number one of my favorite guitars. But I have a top 4 guitars that I play all the time. But the Strat is definitely number one. Just watched the dude nail the solo from White Lion's Wait. Wow, yeah. He's an incredible guitar player. I never learned it. I know he has all that crazy tapping stuff in there. The White 3 line? Yeah, that's my favorite. Yep. I got the Strat out. It just takes me a minute. It's in the case. I keep those in the cases just because, I'm a little more susceptible. I don't want the necks moving and all that jazz. Ow. The worst case is the Esquire case. Man, it has the knuckle buster on there. Thing's probably pretty out of tune too. that's why that one was so bassy. Or 6-4 solo? Not sure what that means. How much was that relic? What relic do you mean, man? Which Fender is that again? Which year? This is a 63. So this is, the body has been refinished on it. No, I don't have any issues with the volume on a Strat. The guitar I have the most issues turning the volume down on is actually the PRS. I want to figure out a way to either, I want there to be more resistance. Those knobs on the PRS are super, super smooth and easy to turn, and I wish it was a little bit harder to turn. Man, that sun is crazy today. Yeah, I love the Strat so much. Worst accident with the guitar? Man, I've been super fortunate. I have not had too many bad accidents, you know, knock on wood, with guitar. The worst one was on the Charvel, I think, breaking the pickup selector switch during a live show where we slid our guitars against each other. Me and the other guitar player just kind of ending a song. And my pickup selector got stuck in his strings, and I don't remember if it broke his strings or not, but it definitely broke the cover off my knob and bent it. So. Put a small rubber ring on the knob. Yeah, I need to do something. Is that a vintage Strat custom shop or something else? Oh no, David, it's a vintage one. It's a real 63. Just the body was refinished. So if you haven't seen, I have a video series where we bought this guitar and ended up getting in contact with the original owner. I know a lot of you guys know the story already. You know, I bought this 2 or 3 years ago, and the original owner got a hold of me, and I got the full story. This guitar has only ever been owned by essentially one other person, other than the person who bought it and refinished it, who he only had it for a couple months as it was like getting refinished. But yeah, this other guy had owned it and had it its whole life. And it turns out that it basically lived 40 minutes from me, like this whole time. So he got it brand new in 63. And it's an ash body, which is, you know, not the most common thing for a 63, but it's an ash body with it's a translucent white. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but you can see the grain through the body. You kind of see it, can't you? But yeah, you can see it in person. You can really see it on the back. There you go. All those lines, that's the wood grain, and then you can see the 63 in there. So, but basically the reason why I got refinished, because a lot of people are like, why would you refinish an old guitar? Well, Jim, the original owner, had, it started out white like this, and then he painted it black, and then he stripped all the paint off of it, so it was like a completely natural guitar. When the guy, I can't even remember the restoration company we bought this from. Man, I can't remember. But anyways, it was all sanded clean whenever he got it. That's why he did it. Mary Kay, well, I don't know the exact color. It's considered blonde. Like I said, it's translucent. So if you got in the 60s, like an alder strat, those were typically done in like Olympic white or just like a solid white. They only really did the translucent finishes on the ones that had wood grain, like the ash bodies. I shouldn't say only. It was kind of like the Wild West with Fender. They wanted. But typically, that was what happened. You know, you only got the translucent finishes on guitars that had really good grain. And ash has amazing grain on it. Like I said, I have pictures of it, so you can see exactly what it looked like without paint on it at all. I have all the pictures that Jim sent me, Jim and his wife. So, hey, is this the Dr. Lee? I need confirmation if this is you. Of course, gold hardware. Yes, Mary Kays are typically with a maple neck as well. Yeah, and they're yeah, baby, humbled by you. Got wow. Something. This is funny because Lee has an amazing YouTube channel. You guys should check out. It is just, I just love the vibe of your videos, man. You know, Lee sent me these really cool pictures of his Gold Top a little while back, and such a cool looking guitar. But yeah, I love your videos, man. I look forward to them. It reminds me, I see your ranch, and I like it so much because I grew up. I'm just a country boy, and grew up out in the country on four-wheelers and just running around with the animals and all that stuff. So I'm just like, man. I was like, yeah, this looks like Ohio, even though it's Texas. So. Yeah, refretted. It has not been refretted. It has the original frets in it. So if you guys want to gander at this guitar is so hard to play. Look, you can barely see the frets on it. They are so low, and I'm so terrified to get it refretted. What frets, right? For real, that's pretty much the state that it's in. Finish down tall. That's bass ground, excellent playing. Yeah, you know what? I originally was gonna put like 6105s in here or something, but I'm just gonna put vintage ones back in here. My Esquire has the original frets in it as well, and they're in much better shape. But I'm like, I don't know if I'm weird, but some people are kind of like, no, none of that stuff, Sean. But what I was going to say was that I never care about fret size. I never care about radius. Never care about neck shape. I never care about any of that stuff. And I don't know if I'm the weird one, but I just kind of like treat each guitar as their own thing. So I used to like really, like I only liked one thing. And I'm like, oh, if it's not, and I used to really play Ibanez and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, if it's not this neck, I can't play on it. I don't like it. Now I just like them all. Shots are great, however, not as valuable as expected. Yeah, I mean, I think that you, like I said, maybe it's someone who's buying a guitar in hopes of selling it or hopes of flipping it or something like that. It's, you know, that's not why I've ever bought a guitar. I bought a guitar because of the either sentimental reasons, or it creates a sound or has this inspiration that other guitarists don't have. But you know, I definitely haven't really viewed them as like, oh, it's an investment or anything like that. It's just my dream guitar, like an actual dream guitar. I think it gets thrown around a lot now on YouTube. Like everything's a dream guitar, everything's a dream amp and pedal and whatever else there is now. But to me, this was like a legitimate, I've wanted one of these for 15 years, dream guitar, never thought I'd own it. And that is, you know, all that I cared about for it. That's what I always say about vintage stuff. I'm like, 100%, don't buy this guitar because you think it's going to sound 100 times better than a Strat off the wall at your music shop, because it's not. It's going to sound different. It's going to have a different vibe to it. But to me, it's just, what does the guitar mean to you as a person? That's what it comes down to. Because like I said, someone else could hear, I could probably hear this guitar in a mix or soloed out in 10 other Strats, and I wouldn't know this guitar. But I would know it if I felt the neck, and I would know it if I played it. You know, I'd be like, oh no, that's my Strat. So, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But yeah. Sorry, the chat jumped on me. So listen to that. Here's your nice single coil sound. Preach. Keep it and play the heck out of it. That guitar is awesome. That's the way I look at it, Lee. I mean, like I said, look at your gold top, man. I just want to play it. You know, it's got some nicks and dings in it. And these are all from me. So it's kind of like fascinating because, like I said, I know, you know, this guitar had a whole nother life than me. It's, you know, it's what? It's 26 years older than I am. So it had a whole nother, like, life, pretty much, before I was even born. And it's cool to have it. And it's kind of funny because it's been refinished, so it's new. So then, like, any nicks or dings or checking and all that stuff, I'm like, oh, that's all for me now. So it's this whole new chapter on it. A Hamer. I've never played a Hamer. My YouTube buddy Leon Todd, which you guys should check out if you haven't checked out his channel, has, I think, a couple Hamers. I think his Explorer style guitar is a Hamer, or maybe his dad has a Hamer and he has a Gibson. I can't remember what it is, but he has a lightning bolt guitar. So yeah, Arthur, dude, I'm right there with you. I use a noise gate. I don't use one anymore because the studio's quiet. I don't need one. But when I was here, when I did videos, I had to use one because like when I would have the studio lights on and stuff for the videos, it would just be like brutal for noise, and it made it like P90s and single coils just like unusable pretty much. But on my own, I love the noise. I feel like the noise adds something, and my theory is that the noise, and I know this from recording, like if you really listen close to a recording, the noise never stops. It's just the guitar begins outputting more volume than the hum. Okay? Like play a note and listen. Like you won't be able to hear it, but I mean, like on your own, if you have single coils, play a note and really listen, and you can hear that hum is still happening. It's just quieter because the guitar now is louder and it's your focus. So I feel like when you get a completely noiseless pickup, it takes some of the tone out. There's like this weird tone difference. So I don't know. I like the noise. The 53 Strat is the Holy Grail. Yes, if you have a 53 Strat, that is without a doubt the Holy Grail of all Strats. Yeah, if you have a 53, you've got something. What's so awesome about 53 Strats? The Strat came out in 54. Is that what y'all are talking about? Gold tops? We're talking. So, not saying they don't exist. They could be out there. Those would be like prototypes. Does he have a 53 for sale? Or did the Strat come out in 52? No, I don't remember. I thought the Strat came out in 54, so if he has a 53, that would be like a prototype, or would that be before? What is David Gilmour? Let's see. I thought it was 54. When did the Strat? If it's there, why did? Maybe it was 52. No, it was 54. Man, so if he has a 53, that is legit. Grail. Whoa, it's a prototype from NAMM? That's crazy. Yeah, if you have one of those, that is like insane in the membrane. Does anyone know anything about the 59 Epiphone Les Paul? I was thinking about buying one. I do not. I have not played one, but perhaps I've seen people in the comment sections mentioning this 59 Epiphone. So maybe if someone else on here has one or played one, they could kind of help you out with that, man. Why does everyone want old guitars? It's not like you're gonna play the f-stop out of it. Yeah, like I said, to me, the old guitar is just more of, I love the idea of the stories of the guitar, which I got really lucky, and I got the full story of this guitar. And you know what? I think I might have it on this computer. I might be able to show you guys something cool here. But I love the idea, just the history and the story behind the guitars and all that. And, I was kind of talking earlier, if you're just tuning in, I said, I find it so interesting that this guitar had its whole other life before it got to me. So if you don't know the full story, I did videos on my Strat that you guys should check out if you want to know all about it. But basically, this guitar was bought brand new in '63 by a guy named Jim, who got this in this translucent white finish. And so the guitar started in California, went to Ohio. Jim then moved back to California for a while, took the guitar with him, moved back to Ohio, got in a car accident, and this was in the trunk of the car. Destroyed the case, the original case that it came with. And, again, kept it, had it all these years, eventually painted it black, had this crazy like solar system paint job on it in the 70s. Super funky looking. Then eventually Jim stripped all the paint off of it and just had it all natural. And then sold it to a guy, so that he moved back to Ohio, sold it to a guy in California, sent the guitar there, the guy refinished it, then I bought the guitar, it came back to Ohio, and it turns out that Jim lived and lives like 40 minutes from me this whole time. So this guitar has just been like, 40 minutes down the road the whole time I've been alive, and now it's here. So to me, that stuff blows my mind. And there's more to the story than that too. That's like Reader's Digest, but it's a crazy story. I was gonna see if I had all those pictures on here. Yeah, so I'll show you guys. If you've seen the video, you've seen these, but check this out. So this is what the guitar looked like. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. So these are the pictures Jim took before he sent it away. I believe right before he sent it away. So there it is. You can see all the wood grain on it. All that kind of stuff. There's the back of it. And you can actually look at the guitar because I can see through it because it's that translucent white. And I can see all the wood grain. So it's like, you can basically authenticate the guitar. And here's a picture the day Jim got the guitar back in 1963. Is Keith here? What's up, Keith? Yeah, so there's the, like I said, there it is. He said he just got it from the music store that day, his brand new Strat. He was 17 when he took that picture. And here it is when it was black. And it had this crazy like solar system paint job and like, this trippy 70s paint job on it. So there you go. And then here's some of Jim's band promo shots. And there's Jim with the Strat. I forget which year he said this was. But yeah, so there's, to me, that's what makes vintage guitars so special. Is, it has this whole story to it. Yeah, and like I said, you can look at it. Jim is 120 years old now. Or maybe he was 14 when he got that guitar. I can't remember. But yeah, so like I said, you can look at the guitar and you can see all the same grain lines. How are you, Keith? What is up, buddy? Man. So there's all that out there too. I don't know, that's what I like about them. I really tried to dig and find stuff on my Esquire and I couldn't. What amp am I playing? I think Keith would appreciate the amp that I'm playing. And I think Lee would appreciate it too. It's a Super Reverb. And I just have one pedal. So talk about a spirit in the rig. I'm sorry, a rig in the spirit of 5-watt world. I have one amp, I have one pedal, and I have a Strat. wanted it. You know, at the studio, I have the complex stuff. I have the Axe-Fx, I have the amps, the switchers, the tune notes, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, man, I want my at-home rig. I want my at-home rig to be so simple, so simple. I want a couple pedals and an amp, and then I'm gonna play, and that's it. And that's what it is. And I don't want. My wife was even asking me. She's like, do you want to get like an interface to start recording here, or like or get another Axe-Fx, something at home? I'm like, I don't know. I don't want any of that stuff here. I want simple. I don't even want the option to record myself, other than on my phone, like if I come up with a riff idea. But beeping their horn. No, the pedal, Keith, is the 68 drive by LPD. So I'll show you real quick. It's just an overdrive, so you were on the right track. Right there. Bam. So that's all I'm using. 68 drive. It gets it done. And I'd say it's my favorite overdrive pedal now. Oh. Am I using any type of amp attenuator? No. So this is one of the new Tone Master Super Reverbs. Like I said, I've had it for a few months now. And it has a built-in attenuation on it. And I have it on, is it the 1 watt mode or something like that? So you can actually attenuate it down really low and then crank the amp so you can get a little bit of breakup out of it. It gets pretty muddy, but I use it, I mean, it's just clean, you know. And like I said, the pedal is doing all the heavy lifting. Strat's so hard to play. Just hard to push the notes down in tune. Which pickups are better for blues though, singles or humbuckers? It's tough to say because I mean, if you're thinking like PAF humbuckers, you know, they weren't really meant to be that different than your P90 single coils, but it just depends. You know, I think that they have emotionally, single coils and humbuckers sound different. You know, a humbucker a lot of times is a very like robust and big sound. Okay, well here, let's do this. Same setup. Let's do a tone experiment right now. I'm gonna go from my Strat to my Les Paul. Oh, wait. Hold on. My Strat's a half step down. We will not be doing this experiment today. But I was gonna test it out. Well, I'll do it. I'll just play everything up a half step. So we'll go to the humbuckers, and then we'll do P90s, and then we'll go to the Strat. And you guys can tell me, same rig, same settings, and we'll just go through them all. Hold on 1 second here. Let me... Eventually the room will be laid out differently. Here, my son's computer and everything, this was his gaming room. So some of his stuff is still actually in here. Okay. So if I played this thing, and I'll do everything like E major, but what should we? We'll do B. so there's humbuckers. Do P90s. I think that one's a half step down too. Single coils feedback, man. You just start picking a little bit lighter. Just the bloom of the note's so different. You can't help but play them differently too. And then single coils. Hilltop sounded good though. See, I don't like the Strat bridge pickup. I have to roll it down. But then I go to the neck pickup and it's like, oh, okay. So, I don't know. They all sound different. I think they all sound good. I was going to actually, Keith, are you still here, man? I had a pedal. Loving the Strat. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to that neck pickup, man, my favorite tone in the world is a Strat neck pickup with a, little bit of distortion on there. To me, it doesn't get better. And I like position 4, but of course it has a 3-way switch in it, so I got to fish for it, but I've gotten pretty good at it, finding that caught position. But yeah, that's my favorite tone ever. It's just a neck pickup on a Strat. How are you? I'm doing good, Greg. How are you doing? E major was made specifically for Stratocaster. Yes, I agree. you know. I see comments sometimes, people always ask why I'm always playing an E. And it was because, oh yeah, I forgot. I asked if Keith was still here. He must not be here anymore. I was going to tell him about this pedal. But, you know, before I had a pedal like this, so I got this pedal called the Freeze pedal. Some people were asking, I did the beginner should stop doing this video, and I had this where I played a note, and it just held the note out for as long as I wanted. Oh, I turned it down. And people are like, how did you get that note to sustain and hold out? Well, it's this pedal that I just got. I bought it, wasn't sent or anything like that, not sponsored. But it's called the Freeze pedal from Electro Harmonix, and that's all it does is it holds a note down for you. So let me. I used to do that when I was learning how to play guitar, but I had to do it all myself. So I always played where I could have open strings. So I would play. Then I would tune my low E string down to different notes, so I could have different, basically it's like a backing track. I would do that, and then I learned the Hendrix thing where he was playing with a stump over the neck. So that's why I always play an E. I'm just used to, I like having those open notes to ring out and we're watching Hocus Pocus tonight. What is that? It's this pedal. It's called the Freeze pedal. So I thought about maybe doing a video on it. I'm not sure. By Electro Harmonix. So yeah, if you get one, I don't know if Sweetwater has them. I don't have like an affiliate link for it or anything, but it's a super cool pedal. You can have it. It just holds a note. It just. But it can also hold. It holds the. I shouldn't say note. It holds the tonality of it all. So like if I did like a more complex chord, like like a add 9 or something. Here it holds the whole note. So I can practice. It holds the whole thing down. But anyways. Hocus Pocus by Focus. What do you say we end this with the Esquire? Just get it out and get it done, Esquire style. Wow! Bow, down, down. I need to put these cases somewhere different. I can barely open it. These latches don't work too well. Bow, down, down. It was a while back. The whole inside of the case of the Esquire, because that is the original case. It just like fell apart. It just crumbled. It like all fell in. I was like, what just happened? I don't have a Jaguar. Ooh, there's all the bite you could ever need. How's it go? I can't remember that solo anymore. It's such a good solo though. Whoa. How in the name of Soggy Cereal have we not had any CCR? How's that riff go? How's it go? Yeah. So it's not that big. What a cool riff. Man, John Fogerty. Bam. Esquired out. I don't know what that riff was supposed to be, but... played it wrong the first like. What does he do? There you go. And you are too, baby. Man, what a great song. Black Betty. How's it go? I did it wrong. Yeah. Whoa, Black Betty, baby lamb. Whoa, Black Betty, Black Betty had a child, baby lamb. Man. Anyways. I agree, selling a guitar is hard. Selling a guitar is hard. Oh, Black Betty, ambulance. Whoa, Black Betty, call the ambulance. Oh, man. Anyways, classic tones. You don't hear the yeah, man. I don't think it gets more simple than clean Fender amp, overdrive pedal, Esquire. So, other than that, guys, I will bounce on out of here. I hope you all had a good Sunday. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I'm going to try to do these lives more often. Next week, there will only be one video at the end of the week, but that video will be announcing the Gibson winner and announcing another giveaway that we're doing with I'll give you guys a hint, it's a Fender that we're giving away. So that's all going to be going on next week. There will only be one video, and because we are going to be finishing up the new guitar course. So lots going on, busy week ahead of us. And can you show us? I can't, the guitar's not here. All that stuff's at the studio, so I don't even have it here to show you guys. Just give it just a second. Love the tally. Thank you very much. Cool chat, everyone. Enjoy your Sunday. Yeah, have a great rest of your Sunday. So we're going to go watch Hocus Pocus here in a minute. Get some Din Din. And yeah, I just hope you guys all have a great day. Have a great day. Yeah. So I'm reading the comments as they're coming in. But I will see you guys all later. And see you later in the week. And maybe live next weekend again. We'll see. But anyways, I will be Mason guitar. I saw someone else ask that earlier. I have not tried one of those. But my son's name is Mason, so I would have high expectations. So later, guys.